Hello guys. Just figured this would be kind of interesting to you. I'm working on that 77 KZ400, and I think, as you saw in the other videos, I got the bike running, so I know I have a good motor. So I'm going to continue, start with the restoration. So I'm out here on this beautiful 4th of July, and it's nice and cool out. I'm going to play with the bike a little bit, but take advantage of the day and jump on the bike and take a ride. But that being said, the gas tank, as you saw, it's got some dings in it and it's got some chips and stuff like that, but I'll buff it out and make it look the best I can. But the interior is pretty rusty. It's a lot of scale in there. I got as much free floating stuff that you could hear bouncing around, and your rubber mallet kind of bang all over the tank, so it kind of loosens up any of the heavy scale. And I have a extendable magnet that I put in there. I set it down inside, then I move the tank around, and it balls up on the end of the magnet. I take it out, so I get all the biggest metal particulates out of there. And so now what I'm going to do is use electrolysis to clean the inside of the tank. And it's it's something that's going to set overnight, maybe 2 days. But I wanted to kind of show you what I do and how it works. And when it's all done, the tank will look shiny and clean inside. And it's very inexpensive to do. This is just regular old white vinegar. I think it was $1.85 a gallon at Market Basket. Whatever capacity the gas tank is, 3, 4, 5 gallons, whatever it is, you got to fill it right to the top. Which I'll spin the thing, and I'll talk as I go. So let's see here. There is the gas tank. I'm just going to leave it. Actually, I'll crank this down. My typical moving shit around so that it's also interesting to you. But so I'm going to just I have, I don't know, maybe 2 gallons in here. So I'm going to fill it the rest of the way with white vinegar, and hopefully I can get one of the tops off of this thing, so bear with me a little bit. And I will put some more in there. And the beauty of using vinegar, obviously it's a ultra lightweight acid. If you were to use like muriatic acid, it's pretty harsh stuff. It does a very good job, but you don't want to get it on your skin, and you don't want it on the painted pieces if possible. So this here is a great way of doing it. That let me grab another gallon. That is safe for the painted pieces, and you don't have to worry about hurting paint and that kind of stuff. And of course, it's safe to touch. The only downside, it stinks to high heaven. I don't know about you guys, but vinegar has a smell that just turns my stomach, but it's a necessary evil to do this. And you can actually, depending on how bad your tank is, you can use this a couple of times. I'm going to top it right off, right to the very brim. So she's right up to the lip. And at this point, this is nothing more than a paint can, shaker can paint cover, and I got a piece of rebar in there. Any piece of metal. I've used big Allen wrenches before, metal rod of any sort. The lighter stuff will tend to, it'll actually eat it away, so you got to keep an eye on. But this is pretty stout, so this will work pretty good. But like I say, I just drilled a hole in it, and it's your contact. So you set it inside the tank, and you want it so that it is going inside the tank, but not making contact with the metal. That's your positive. And then, so my positive goes right on there, and I cleaned a section over here so that it has a good ground, and there you go. Now I'm going to turn this camera up so you can see me talk, so you can see what's happening. Then I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know how to do it. Well, I'll take it out of the holder. Sorry, guys. So she's sitting right in there, positive on the electrode, I guess you'd call it. And I just cleaned a piece of metal, so that's my ground. The electricity is going to pulse through it, and electrolysis is such that all of the rust and metal particulates will be drawn to that electrode. And so tomorrow I will pull that electrode out of there, and it will be just full of a big ball of rust. Clean it off, you put it back. And so it's really cool, and it's a great way to do a tank, and kind of, you're not putting pieces of chain in there, nuts and bolts, and shaking it around, that kind of stuff. And it's non-invasive to the gas tank, and it just works well. So that being said, I know. I will let this sit overnight, and then tomorrow I will I'll do a little video of me pulling the electrode. You can see all the stuff that's attached to it. I'll let it sit overnight again. I'll keep an eye on the inside of the tank, and it should be good. I'll show you the interior of the tank when I'm done, and that's it. So there is a little setup. You have to use an old style, non-smart battery charger, by the way. If anything with circuitry, it'll go into a shutdown mode, is basically what it does. I'm trying to get some light. There we go. So in any old style, non-smart battery charger is what you got to use, and that is it. So thank you very much. I'll show you how it ends up. Thanks. Bye.